Hi, we're on our Wild Intrigue Expedition recce at the minute. We're looking at our Eurasian Beavers site in Perthshire. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm Heather, this is Kane, and this is our creative content developer intern, Rebecca.
Hello.
We're on our way now to set some camera traps and we're really hoping to get beavers. Have a look up in the tree. So Rebecca and Kane have just gone a little bit further ahead to get some photos of invertebrates, because there's absolutely loads of invertebrates here, and that's because the beavers have created this habitat. So you can probably see it behind me, and what they do, they fell the trees and that opens up the canopy and it allows all of these herbaceous sort of ruderal flowers to get hold. And a lot of those are actually their food species, as well as the bark and the trees. But the beavers actually eat the trees primarily in the winter time, but now is the time that they'll be focusing on all of these gorgeous herbaceous plants, which are lovely for us to look at as well. And they're perfect for the invertebrates, obviously, to gather the pollen. So it's just a fabulous habitat, really. It's naturally rewilded, and you can just imagine this anywhere in the UK. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm not very sure why people wouldn't want it, but that's another story for another day. Well, I'd best catch them up. So I found them and we're going to go see what they're looking at. It looks like Rebecca's photographing a day-flying moth there. So we'll ID that later, because there's a lot of species here that even we haven't seen. So that's pretty exciting for us. And down here it's a bit easier to chat about those herbaceous plants I was telling you about. So there's loads of creeping buttercups already. You can see the ferns are emerging above them. There's aspen already taken a hold. So the tree species do regenerate. Even though they're felled, they obviously regenerate in time. And with these little inlets, the water inlets here, it allows loads of pond invertebrates to thrive. And we're hoping when we do a pond dip that we might even get some newts and possibly some frogs in there, which would be treats.
What we're photographing here, Rebecca?
Well, I've got, I'm not sure what species it is, but there's a day moth here with a nice little red patch at the top, but hopefully ID it when we get back.
So we're following this, what used to be a small burn, which the beavers have now restored, redeveloped.
Yeah, they've changed it in their own way.
And the signs of them are everywhere, but some of them are a lot more subtle. So we're walking through this lovely little archway of trees. Just see Heather and Rebecca there squeezing through. And all of this is regeneration from where the beavers have took down older mature trees and coppiced some areas, and the young trees have all grown back through. So it's another benefit of the beavers in the ecosystem, things that we haven't seen in this country for hundreds of years.
So I just wanted to show you an example of where beavers have had a good gnaw on a tree. I've got one here. So you can see all the chippings on the ground there. So this is a silver birch that they've had a good chew on. And they've gone right through the lichen, right through the bark, and gone into the wood itself. And these little bits here are the wood chippings. And it's really tempting to take loads of them home with you, just because you can see all of the little tooth marks. I should say big tooth marks, really. But I've only taken about 5 so far. But down here, if we follow the track, so you can just see the trail here, and this is what helps us actually identify where we should put a camera trap. You can follow the trails. But down here on this tree, you can see that it's actually been gnawed on up there as well. So that's proof that they've climbed up this tree here and started to gnaw up there, which is just amazing. Can you imagine seeing a beaver up a tree? You wouldn't really imagine it. but I wouldn't want to be underneath the branch if they actually chewed it off. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen on the journey. Rebecca and I have just found a tree that's very close to falling, and it's quite fresh as well. So that means that they're using this currently, or they've been using it this winter. And you can see, maybe just with a little push, it might kind of fall, so we're not going to do that. You can see all the fresh chippings just down there. So we decided to put the camera trap here, and we've installed it with a pole instead of a python lock. We've put it straight into the mud because, if you can see here, this is where they've been coming into the water. So they've been using this path to go straight into the water because it's a nice shallow bit for them to walk through, and then the water gets really deep, so they swim directly down. So fingers crossed we get it. We're going to collect them in a couple of days' time, and we've installed a couple more as well along the way that face directly into the ponds, and they were really strong lines of traffic as well. So it's 7:15 now, and we're just going to head back in to have some tea, and then go straight back out again and wait for the arrival of the beavers. So we've just finished tea. It was a tasty stir fry tonight.
Loads of it.
Absolutely loads of it. There's just peppers, endless peppers. So we're heading back down now to see the beavers. We're going to go to one of our favourite little spots where it's really secluded and we can watch them without disturbing them, as always, obviously. And there are kits at the moment, so we're really hoping to see some kits as well. Ken's got his camera with him, and I've brought the scope so I can get some pictures with my mobile. So fingers crossed. So we're in position now, and we're making sure we've got everything set up before the sun starts to set properly, because it's mainly dusk and dawn that the beavers are active at this site. So we've got our scopes set up. Ian's getting his camera set up, got all zips done beforehand, just so we don't make a sound really.